Welcome to Purphoros, Bronze Blooded. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got all of our payoff creatures and no land. So let's go and mulligan on this one. And yes, we will keep on this one. That is a very welcome sight. Enter the battlefield effect. We've got a board wipe with Fault Line. Yes, we will keep on this one in a heartbeat. We have to put one card on the bottom. And I guess Fault Line is not... Yeah, we need to hold on to Fault Line because that's probably going to be a lot of utility creatures over there. Since we do have Darksteel, let's just put a mountain on the battlefield. No, actually, we'll just go and put Wasteland. If we need to find something to deal with one of our opponent's lands, we will make that work. So kind of like this. Double red keeps us open on Fault Line, and then Maya Stone into Darksteel. Sounds like a good play. And the only thing is that we are looking for some card advantage. That would be pretty nice. So there we go. Opponent looks like they're there we go. Our opponent did mulligan down to 5. There we go. Let's have Mountain come down, and then anything else, pass it over to our opponent. We're playing Purphoros, Bronze Blooded. Indestructible Devotion 5 turns into a creature. Then other creatures you control have haste. Then for a 3-mana activation, you may put a red creature card or an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield, and then sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So there we go. Let's have Mindstone come down. Shout out to our opponent for that beautiful island from Odyssey. It looks really good. Play against Padeem, Council of Innovation. Padeem artifacts you control have hexproof. Then at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a... Okay, I thought that was Mishra's Factory. I was like, oh no. There we go. Hit some card advantage. So let's have... Do we want to get ahead on mana first? Yeah, let's do that. So let's go Darksteel. We'll see if that's going to get anything out of our opponent's hand. Okay, telling time. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we're going to have Darksteel come down. And then also what we're going to try to end up doing is... we'll have Mountain come down, and we'll go for Honor of the God Pharaoh next turn. That way we can get a little bit of card advantage going. If we have to get rid of Fault Line, so be it. But we'll see what we draw into. So let's have Mountain for the land drop, and then anything else, pass it back over there. So play against PDM. Artifacts you control have hexproof. Then at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control the artifact with the highest converted mana cost or tied for the highest, draw a card. Most of the time you are pretty safe with Padeem, but thankfully with Purphoros, we might be able to kind of make it to where they can't draw that card. We shall see. So, all right, so we run into another mountain. Yeah, I think we're okay with this. So let's go Honor the God Pharaoh. Now we can't, our opponent is tapped out. Let's go for Purphoros because actually I feel like that's going to be the better line of play. They've got 1 mana, which I don't know what they could do. Yeah, so anything else, we'll go and pass the turn over to our opponent. So now at this point, now we're kind of in a good spot to go. We're playing against mono blue, which is always a little bit hard because they might have counter magic. But thankfully with Purphoros does have an activated ability. And that's really going to allow us to go for different timing against our opponent. It's going to allow us to drop it in at our opponent's instep, different things like that. We're going to be able to set it up. So now next turn we will end up be going for honor the God Pharaoh Jace. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 total mana. Now, if we end up hitting the land drop, that's going to be Pandemonium and Honor. So I think that might end up working out. So let's see what we draw into first. But at least having Pandemonium, I think, yeah. Let's go Honor first. All right, so we're going to Honor the God Pharaoh. That's going to be red. We at least do have the land drop for the turn. Let's get rid of Fault Line because we just haven't seen much action from our opponent as far as utility creatures. And we've got more than enough copies of this in... Oh, Eater of Days. Okay. And we don't really have good devotion at this point right now. Do we still want to set up a Pandemonium at this point? I think we're okay with that. All right, so we're going to go Nykthos. Let's have Pandemonium come down. Yeah, I'd rather just go for Pandemonium. I think that's going to work out. So let's have Pandemonium come down, and then anything else. We'll still end up swinging for 1 with Zombie, because we do have haste, and at least that's going to get rid of Jace. So it'll kind of stop the extra card advantage from our opponent. So swinging in for 1, that's going to put them down to 1 total loyalty, and then we will pass the turn over to our opponent. So let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors, MTGOTraders. If you want to be one of the forge workers for Purphoros, head on over to MTGOTraders. We're looking for people who can withstand being in the forge. You know, it's very hot over there, so make sure that you're not heat inclined or anything like that, because that's what we need. Also, let's give a quick shout out to inkgaming.com. inkgaming.com/Jolt. We'll apply the coupon code and make sure you treat yourself. Get yourself a nice little playmat, whatever that may be. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you'd like to support cool content like this, there's a link down in the description below for my Patreon. Or if you want to get your hands on some of these sweet tokens, I do a token drop each month. Be sure to, if you're a patron on my Patreon, you're automatically entered into the giveaway. So there we go. It's officially free time. Let's have some fun. So we do have Pandemonium set up. We've got Eater of Days. One of the things that we are looking, all right, they're going to, Padeem, whenever you have Pandemonium on the battlefield, I always like to imagine Padeem swinging in like the superhero punch, where Padeem just runs into the battlefield and punches that zombie in the face and just disintegrates it. So, pretty good mental image. At this point, we're looking for just something card draw sorts. That's what we really want. All right, Mountain is not that. I think, yeah, we might be aggressive on this one. Let's go Mind Stone. We're going to cash in a card draw. Another Mountain, okay. We've got Buried Ruin. And yeah, let's go Mind Stone. We're going to be able to bring that back. That's going to be 1, 2. This may seem kind of clunky, but to be honest, like we just need. Hold on, that should have been 2 right there. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. My computer kind of just froze for a second. So we'll go to our second main phase, and then we're going to go for Mind Stone activation. Draw a card. And then perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, I'm glad we dug deep on that. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. So what we can do is we've got Wheel of Fortune. We might get lucky and set up a Pandemonium. But yeah, I was thinking that we could drop in Eater of Days and then we're going to have to skip our next 2 turns. But I don't think we want to do that. That's not going to be good. So we've got Wheel of Fortune. We want this to stick next turn. Hopefully that's going to open us up. So we've got 1, 2, 3 Wheel of Fortune. We'll at least have 1 Purphoros activation. But we'll see if we can hit a few mana rocks in addition to be able to drop in some creatures to kind of close the game out. That's definitely what we're going to be trying for. So. But also this Purphoros stack. There's a lot of different versions of Purphoros that I'm recording, or at least different games I'm recording this morning. And so if you hear a story more than once, it's because I don't know what's going to make the cut. So, but long story short, with Purphoros and Pandemonium, Pandemonium was kind of like my first casual deck that I fine-tuned into something that was a lot of fun to play. It was a cloud. I played on Magic Online when I first got in, and they had a casual section. It was basically just kitchen table Magic, and one of the more popular archetypes in a kitchen table Magic meta is Cloud Post decks because everybody gets a ton of mana, and so it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like Legacy, like Light Legacy, not Cutthroat or whatever. But yeah, I think we still just straight up just go, well, Tormenting Voice, discard a Mountain. I think we still just go Wheel of Fortune. We're here to have some fun, and that's what we're going to do. So we need to get a few more stuff going. So we're going to go Wheel of Fortune. We'll be able to draw 7 cards. Now, if they've got counter magic, we still at least have Tormenting Voice backup, which is good. It's better than nothing. Some card advantage is better than 0 card advantage. So if we can get this to stick, we'll definitely go for that. We do need to keep in mind we are playing against mono blue that might have some sort of counter magic. So, hey. And then, okay, so we don't run into anything that great, but at least with Panharmonicon that doubles up Pandemonium, which is going to be very good. So we've already made the land drop. Let's go Hedron Archive. So Hedron Archive comes down, and then we can set up next turn a lot better. Okay, I like that. Anything else passes to our opponent. So one of the things about this deck that it wants to do is, like I mentioned, it originally started off as a casual Cloud Post deck. When you have a casual Cloud Post deck, you need a lot of mana. And so there's a ton of mana rocks in here. So you can never have enough mana with this deck. There's just so many things you want to do in one turn. There's so many things that you want to set up with some card advantage, and so it's really nice to kind of have that. So next turn we're going to try to go for Relic, because we definitely do have the City's Blessing, and we do have Commander's Sphere. The good thing about both of these is we can cash those in for card draw, but the main thing that we're looking at is Pandemonium and Panharmonicon. They're going to work out. It's basically going to be a second copy of Pandemonium. So if we can set it up to where we can get 2 activations from Purphoros, that's really going to help us out. And if we draw into one of our big creatures, we can dodge the counterspell aspect of our opponent's deck by simply just dropping them in there. So that's going to be really good for us. All right, so we got Padeem swinging in for 1. That's going to put us down to 28. And then, yeah, that's good. They're just going to pass the turn. So, and the good thing about us just rolling out mana rocks is that, let's see what we hit. Come on. See if it's something good. Actually, we're going to see something during our upkeep. So this is going to be our opponent going for Cyclonic Rift, please. No. Okay, so do we Hedron Archive right now? We're going to be able to draw 2 cards. Let's give it a shot. Crazier things have happened. So we're going to draw 2 cards. There we go. That's going to be 1 and 2. If we can drop in something, Okay, yeah, we're gonna drop. Well, no, excuse me. The Cyclonic Rift is gonna get sent back to the hand. Now, I was thinking it would stick for some reason. I just got ahead of myself. That's a bummer. But we do have Rupture, so we might be able to do something with that. All right, it's going to send everything back to the hand. We're going to miss out on that Pandemonium. Darksteel is going to come back. Yeah, for some reason, I just got it stuck in my head really quickly that we were going to be able to drop a creature in, and then for some reason, they were going to be safe from Cyclonic Rift. That logic does not make sense. We make the land drop for the turn. That's going to be another 4, and I think we just go again. We just go Pandemonium. Well, we can actually get ahead on mana. Let's do that. I think that's going to be... We need to prioritize mana at this point right now. So let's have Darksteel come down. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 2 mana available, but there's nothing for 2 that we need to go for. And so we will pass the turn over to our opponent. So unfortunately, that was a Cyclonic Rift, but it's magic that happens sometimes. So we'll get rid of this mountain. And I guess what we can get rid of is... Either way, we're looking at a card draw. I guess we just get rid of Commander Sphere. Because we're okay. We've got tons of mountains out there. All right, there we go. Pass the turn. So, opponent did rift us, set us back for a turn, but thankfully with the big mana deck like this, we can rebound. We'll see exactly how we want to set it up next turn. We've got Relic to go for. We have Pandemonium we need to get down, and we have Panharmonicon. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 10. That's going to be 11 total mana. So we can get some good stuff going. And then Narset, each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. So I need to keep that in mind because that Narset ability is, I just forget about it sometimes. So it's going to be Mystical Tutor, I think, put 1 into their hand. So they do have Mystical Tutor to go for. So that's something that we do want to at least try to keep in mind. If we're trying to set up a Pandemonium, Purphoros, or something like that, we potentially have a Blightsteel way to close the game out. It just kind of depends. Maybe if they end up going Lightning Greaves on Trophy Mage, just swing in for some extra damage if they're aggressive, because that would kind of put them out on mana. We'll see. We'll see what they end up going for. So, I mean, it looks like they're not going to end up doing that. So, we're probably going to see Padeem swing in for 1. And if we can do... It is nice having Blightsteel. That is nice. Let's see what we can do about it and what we can set up. Now, if we find some sort of way to deal with Trophy Mage and get Purphoros and Blightsteel, let's just get our turn going, and then we'll see what's going to happen. I'm just not super wild about this Mystical Tutor our opponent just ripped into off of Narset. It's going to be pretty clunky. Now, this Blightsteel does have Trample. So it's going to be Infect and Trample. That's going to be 9 total Infect on our opponent. That just doesn't really do much to us. We can't really stop that. Now, if we end up going... I still think we need to set up. Yeah, let's go Relic. I mean, if they've got another thing to bounce something back, they've got it. So we're going to go Relic. We're going to go Panharmonicon, which we definitely do have the City's Blessing. We're going to have Panharmonicon come down, and then we're going to go for Pandemonium. That way, at least next turn, we can... be open for what we want to end up going for, because we still have to get down Purphoros, but with us having access to so much mana and having an active Pandemonium, we can maybe end up sequencing some multiple Purphoros activations. So we could have gone Blightsteel. That would have been 9 infect damage. If we go 9 infect damage, that doesn't close the game out. If we set up Pandemonium with Panharmonicon, go for Purphoros, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have enough for 2 activations. We do have lethal between Blightsteel Colossus and Zodiac simply just entering the battlefield. So, and opponent ended up going for Bribery. The good thing about us having, oh no, so they're going to go for Bribery, but thankfully we have Blightsteel Colossus in our hand, and so, yeah, they have to search the library, so that is a good thing to take away from this. We have Blightsteel in our hand, so let's grab, they're going to go Bribery. Let's go let them resolve and see what they end up grabbing. Now, one of the things I did think about is we do have Leveler in here. I doubt they're going to go for Leveler, but if they go Leveler or Eater of Days, they have to skip their next 2 turns. So we'll see what they end up grabbing. One of the good things about this deck is that we have a lot of things that you just want to drop onto the battlefield. I mean, they've got, but the only thing we don't really want to see is Meteor Golem. Meteor Golem on Pandemonium would just rain on our parade horribly bad, so... we'll see what they end up grabbing, but just quick little things while opponent's searching our deck. Oh no! Okay, I forgot that Pandemonium doubles up On Ancient Stone Idol, no. That's going to be 24 damage. Let's see how they stack these. Oh, no, that's going to be just enough. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that Cyclonic Rift. Oh, I've been waiting to play this deck, and I've gotten hit with Cyclonic Rift like 2 times, and it is so frustrating. Oh, but we can gain some life. Okay, we can gain life with Relic. Okay. Because it doesn't have haste. Okay, good. No, never mind. We're still good. We're still good. Okay. That's going to get us down really low. Let's see if they decide to swing in. That's going to put us down to 3. They've got exactly lethal with Padeem and Trophy Mage. Oh, excuse me. They're going to equip it onto Ancient Stone Idol. Of course. That's going to be a 12. We can gain some life, but that's not going to do anything. Good game to our opponent. Getting hit with Cyclonic Rift and Bribery. Oh, that is rough. And, that's one of the downsides. That's one of the fun things about playing with Pandemonium is that you can win the game out. But, I mean, there's just sometimes where it costs you the game. But, hey, man, that was some fun magic right there. Opponent closed it out with Ancient Stone Idol. And, yeah, we could go for life gain, but that's not going to do anything. So, the way it works next turn is we get Purphoros down. Yeah, even if we go Blightsteel, that turn before, they've got Trophy Mage, and we had no way to interact with Trophy Mage. And, well, actually, I guess technically, now that I think about it, we could have had Blightsteel enter the battlefield, pop Trophy Mage, and then swing in. So, yep, I think I missed that line of play. That's a bummer. I think that's what would have happened. I think I just I get so focused on Pandemonium dealing damage to our direct damage to our opponent up top that I just completely forgot about that. So I think we could have done that differently. I think if we go Blightsteel, enter the battlefield, pop Trophy Mage, we have haste, that would have been infect damage. So. But one of the ways I want to get a win with this deck is by winning with Pandemonium. So, yeah, I get a little horse blinders on when we have access to the card. I just like dealing a bunch of damage when they enter the battlefield. So, anyways, good game by our opponent. That Pandemonium ended up coming back to bite us. But, hey, that's what makes the card so much fun. So, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.